Hello. Crack.com has asked its writers to go through their old notebooks. Just a show where we came from, just to let the audience know that even mediocre writers were once worse than that.
This notebook is truly all-inclusive. This has every cracked idea that I've ever written from the time I was like 15 on. And I've almost filled one notebook, so that's pretty good. Unless you cut to Dan right now.
So let's unwrap a piece of history.
I didn't always want to be a comedian, and I think you'll get what I mean when you hear the first entries of my idea notebook. Matriarchal pagan society versus phallocentric Christians bent on domination. But instead I appear naked on the site cracked.com for your enjoyment.
Breathtaking sunset, arrested for multiple homicide.
I didn't tell anyone about this, but I think at some point I wanted to be a rapper. I don't even remember wanting to be a rapper, but it says this is titled Seduction Rap. So it's a rap to seduce people. You can tell she's with it. Told me my dick's the winningest. Right before we finish, she tells me she wants some digits. Quit it. We having fun. Ain't no need to bring integers into this.
315 north toward Worthington, that's directions.
A porn called Enter the Fist. You kind of get it. Like you're kind of done. You don't need to see it.
This just says I am asleep. That can't be true.
Calling my pet my little fleshlight. Didn't fly. The guys wouldn't let me do that sketch.
Sequels they should make to movies I haven't seen. Feet Loose. Saturday Night Fever 2. Sunday Morning Syphilis. Braverheart. National Treasure 2.
So one of the things that I do is if I couldn't decide if I wanted to get a haircut or change my hair in some way or do any kind of fashion choice at all, and I wanted to know how it would look, I would draw myself with that thing. Should I grow my hair? What would that look like? Should I wear sunglasses and get a soul patch? Or should I grow a beard and have I couldn't grow a beard. What if I had sunglasses, wore a backwards hat, gave double middle fingers, and wore a t-shirt that had a picture of a middle finger on it? This is an advertisement I wrote for a product called Testicle Sweater. This is Bear Spaceman to Bear NASA, over. This is answers the question, what would I look like if I had my hair the way that my hair was in college and was sitting, drinking coffee, and reading High Fidelity by Nick Hornby. I drew that.
And then we get all the way to 22, and yet again, story, eco-dystopia, where phallocentric Christians take over. I have some kind of beef with the phallocentrism of our society.
A sketch where M. Night Shyamalan is eating out pussy, but it turns out he's sucking a dick the entire time.
And by the end of the notebook, this is the page I'm on. Sketch idea. Magician who's famous for coming in his hat. Scandal. Turns out he's just fucking the rabbit in the hat. So, I think I've really come a long way.
Roll sound. Roll cameras. And action.
Hey, I hear that Dan O'Brien's been doing impressions of us, and they're kind of mean and funny, so I'm going to do my own of him. Hey, I'm Dan O'Brien, and I'm a very talented writer for thecracked.com, and I'm a very dear friend to people that I work with. Maybe sometimes I hurt their feelings with, subscribe. Dan!